Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome to NIEVS Homeschool. This is Rowshan Khandoker, Assistant Teacher, English. So students, today I am going to take a English second paper class for the class of 9. Okay, and before starting our class, I want to ask you that how are you? Are you doing well? Are you enjoying your new class? I hope you do. Okay. Let's get started. Today's topic is Unit 1 Lesson 2. So we will discuss this unit and after that we will do some exercise too. Okay. This is lecture number 2, homework number 2, and my name is Rowshan Khandoker and this is my phone number. Okay. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay. And what is this unit's name? What is this lesson's name? Is The Tale of Homecoming. What is it? The Tale of Homecoming. So you must know that whose homecoming we are talking about. This is Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's homecoming before which was actually happened in 1972. Okay, in our previous lessons we have learned that the Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was a great leader and about his life, and now we will move on to this chapter. Okay, and what is it? Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was arrested by the Pakistani army immediately after his declaration of independence at the first hour of the 26th March 1971. So what happened here? In the first hour of 26th March 1971, actually Sheikh Mujibur Rahman got arrested, okay, by the Pakistani army, and he was taken to Pakistan as captive and imprisoned there in a small cell for capital punishment. Okay, do you know what is capital punishment? Is the highest punishment. Okay, and until 7th January 1972. So he got actually released on 7th January 1972. Even a grave was dug in front of his cell, but Mujib was fearless. How was he? He was fearless, and he knew nothing would stop the Bengalis to gain independence. Okay, he was very confident about it. So he does not actually, he was not worried about his life. And in fact, his name and independence becomes synonymous. Okay, and you know that what is synonymous? It's the same meaning. Okay, so the whole world was awaiting breathlessly to witness his homecoming. So actually eagerly, the whole world was eagerly waiting for his homecoming, and he had a grand homecoming indeed, narrated by eminent columnist and writer Soyed Badrul Ahsan. Okay, so he had a very grand homecoming. And in the evening of 7th January 1972, Bangabandhu left Chaklala Airport in Rawalpindi, from where he would fly to London. And 9 months earlier, he was brought to Pakistan as a prisoner with little hope to return. Okay, so he has no hope to return, and now he was free to go home, Pakistan, as soon as the PIA aircraft took off was finally behind him. Okay, so he left Pakistan when the PIA aircraft took off from Rawalpindi airport. Okay, and early in the morning on 8th January 1972, Bangabandhu arrived at Heathrow Airport. Okay, so from Pakistan he actually went to Heathrow Airport, which is situated in London. And news of Bangabandhu's arrival in London spread quickly. Journalists, the general public, British officials, politicians, and Bengali residents in the city made their way to Hotel Claridge. Okay, why they go to why actually they go to Hotel Claridge? Because in Hotel Claridge Bangabandhu was staying. News bulletins on the BBC and other media organizations made note of the Bangabandhu's arrival in their headlines. Okay, so he was all over the headlines, and by early afternoon the father of the nation had met the British Prime Minister Edward Heath and leader of the opposition Harold Wilson. Okay, and then he called Dhaka, and for the first time since his arrest by the Pakistan army in March, spoke to his family. So for the first time he spoke to his family in that very day, and a long conversation then followed with Prime Minister Tajuddin Ahmed. Okay, so he after talking to his family, he actually talked a lot with the then Prime Minister Tajuddin Ahmed. The conversations with his family and with Tajuddin were emotional affairs, but he now had a clear picture of all that had happened in his absence in Bangladesh. It gave him immense pleasure knowing that he had truly liberated his people. So he was very happy about our liberation. And Bangabandhu's opening words at a crowded news conference then that evening at Claridge was a touch poetic. Okay, it was a very poetic one. Okay, he expressed the unbounded joy of freedom achieved by his people in an epic liberation struggle. Bangladesh, he told the crowd, was a reality and would fulfill its obligations as part of the international community. He made it clear that those who were involved in different types of crimes, including genocide, would be trialed by his government. So he just said his view here. He addresses the people, and he actually give the first introduction of Bangladesh here towards the crowd in a news conference happening in London in Claridge Hotel. Okay, so now let's move on to our exercise. We will exercise for MCQ, and we'll read out these questions and write the answers. Okay, so what is the first question? Okay, and the first question is, in fact, Bangabandhu's and independence become synonymous. Okay, we have read this line in our passage. Now, underlined word means. What is the underlined word means? That means, what is the meaning of synonymous? Okay, let's see the options. The first option is different. This is not our answer. Similar, popular, familiar. Okay, what is synonymous? Synonymous means same thing or similar thing. So what is the answer? Similar. Okay, the word breathlessly means what? Okay, what is breathlessly? Breathlessly, when you become breathless? When you are very enthusiastic or you are very energetic. Okay, so dreadfully is not our answer, fearfully is not our answer, and our answer is enthusiastically. Okay, so our answer is enthusiastically. Enthusiastically means breathlessly. And the third one is the word grand means. So we all know that. What does it mean, grand? Grand means very significant. Grand is very magnificent. Okay, so what is our answer? Our answer is magnificent. And our question number D is, Pakistan, as soon as the PIA aircraft took off, was finally behind Bangabandhu. What does the underlined phrase means? That means, what is the meaning of as soon as? Okay, what is the meaning of as soon as? We all know that. This is immediately after. Our answer is immediately after. And our question number E is, the word obligation means. So we know that. What is obligation? Obligation means responsibility or commitment. Okay, and so our answer is commitment. Number F, what the word imprison mean? So we know that. What is imprison? So imprison means lock up. What is the meaning of imprison? Lock up. And our next question is the word genocide means. Okay, we know that what is the meaning of genocide? Is killing a lot of people, which actually happened in 1971 in our country. So what is the meaning of genocide? The meaning of genocide is not brutality, atrocity or outrage. It is mass killing. And our next question is, what is the closest meaning of the word eminent? Okay, what is eminent? Eminent means very famous or notable. Okay, so we got our answer here in the first option, that is famous. Okay, so what is the closest meaning of the word eminent? Eminent means famous. Okay, here eminent is used as meaning of famous. Bangabandhu was taken to Pakistan as a captive and imprisoned there in a small cell for capital punishment until 7th January 1972. So here it is asked that what does this capital punishment means? Okay, so what does the underlined phrase means? What is the meaning? Let's see the options. Punishment of executing somebody, punishment of capital city, punishment in front of, punishment of Lenin time. So what is capital punishment? Is the highest punishment. What is highest punishment? Is executing or killing somebody. Okay, so punishment of executing somebody is our answer. Here the last question is, Bangabandhu expressed the unbounded joy of freedom achieved by his people in an epic liberation struggle. What does the underlined expression mean in the passage? So what does this expression or this phrase means here? Okay, let's see the options. A struggle which is significant in manner, a struggle which is horrible in manner, a struggle which is grand in manner, a struggle which is grave in manner. Okay, what should be our answer? You know what is epic? Epic is something grand, something big. Okay, so our answer is a struggle which is grand in manner. So we have actually today we have done these 10 questions. You will exercise these questions at home, and here is your homework. Okay, what is your homework? Your homework is from this lesson, Unit 1, Lesson 2, exercise number D, which are question answer. Okay, so you have to submit it on Saturday. Okay, so before exercising or before working on these questions, you will read these passages or you'll read these lessons very carefully and attentively. Okay, so that is it for today, and see you in the next class. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.